So I'm probably just gonna get started actually, because I'm gonna post this probably on YouTube afterwards if for some reason someone wants to watch. So hello, I'm just going to basically I need to clean my Mario's. The long version of that is that over the years I've developed a bit of a collection with Mario specifically, but generally Nintendo figurines and other stuff. And something arrived in the mail today, something that I'd ordered a while ago that finally arrived, and I kind of want to do an unboxing of that. But because I wanted to place that with the rest of my collection, I figured I might as well take it all out and kind of clean it up and just make it all look pretty good, so I can then kind of put it out together. So I think we should start with that. This is something that I ordered a while ago. I pre-ordered this. It arrived today. I'm glad I did, because I probably wouldn't have bought it had I known about general world pandemic horrible events. But it's this. I'll put this here to kind of get a bit of a reveal. So I bought this this honestly gorgeous Luigi figure, which I've been eyeing for quite a while, and it's beautiful. And so I figured I'd start out with this, and I think I'm actually gonna move the camera so we can. Yeah, I think that's probably the best one. Well, we can change that as goes later. Whatever works the best. Move that a bit closer too. Right, so let's just start out with this. So I'm just gonna try and get this. I should actually probably get some scissors for this. Be right back. Oh, so this figure, this is probably, actually it is. This is the most expensive item that you're going to see during the stream. The reason for that is because I tend to only really buy things if they are a good value for me, and I tend to try to be quite frugal with it. There are a bunch of stuff that I haven't bought, even though I've wanted it and maybe even could have afforded it, but I think part of collecting is that you kind of want to get a good deal at the same time. In this case, I did spend more than I have on any figure, but I actually did spend less than the recommended retail price, even though it was a pre-order. I managed to find a really cheap one. It's probably why it took me a while to arrive as well. But this actually costs probably twice as much as the second most expensive item, which you'll see later. So I think that's all of the tape. I don't want to rip the box really. Not that it matters. I'm just gonna recycle it anyway. But I do love that little thing on the front there. Okay, so let's open her up. This is some kind of anti-ASMR going. Oh, there's like a little thing. Oh, reward points. Oh, I'll keep that. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Oh, you can make a backdrop out of this. I might try to do that actually. Yeah, you can see on the inside it's got like little printed stuff. I might do that, but I won't do that now. But I'll leave all that to the side. That's not a good sound. And it's all in one go. I thought maybe I'd have to assemble it a little bit, but it's all in one piece. So you can kind of see the reason I wanted this one is because my main thing when it comes to any kind of figurine, a statue, a doll, a toy, anything, is I love really, really good detailing and really, really good molding. And I just love, like you can see on if you go really close here, if I get that to focus, you can see like, oh, look at that, like you can see the stitching, you see the texture on his overalls. You get that like a really cool like metallic effect. It's even got like a cool little like fluid effect here. Like it's obviously it's not real, but it kind of get that little cool. Oh, come on. Zoom. Focus, there you go. And it's just like, oh, I love it. And it's got a really cool like little base as well. Even the base got like a ruffled carpet kind of look. So that's like my main one. I love like all these little details. Like I love when the faces are a big one for me. I do like the faces to look on the model from what they do in the actual games or the official artwork. So that's, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. That's actually, there is one slightly more exclusive version of this, which has like a little light up thing here. We have the Polterpup. But honestly, it was a bit too big and it was like almost twice as expensive as this, and I didn't really feel like it was worth it. I wanted this part anyway. But basically, I bought that. It arrived this morning and I feel like I might as well clean the whole collection so I can put it with the collection. It can all be nice and it can all look the same, you know? And I thought like I might as well, because I've been talking up for a while about showing my collection up somehow, and I thought like, well, you know, I can do it at the same time. So I'm actually gonna see how I'm gonna do this now. I'm actually gonna put him down here. But before we move myself up so you can kind of see me a bit there. So before we move on to all the figures, which they're all just here off camera. I thought I might show you some of the other stuff that I own, because my art collection is honestly pathetic at this point. So I've got clothes. This isn't even all of them, but I have multiple pairs of underwear. I have socks. These aren't even all of them. I've got more character socks. I have, oh, this is inside out. Ugh. I have my Mario leggings. It's honestly like these are the best leggings I own as well, so that's perfect. Oh, there's more underwear. Almost all the underwear, I should say. I think one of these, I think these I got from my siblings, and the rest of them I actually pulled from like Primark or something. They used to have a lot of Mario stuff. As I got this t-shirt, also got this t-shirt, also got this t-shirt, which is actually like pajamas, and I've also got this t-shirt. And I'm realizing now that these aren't even all of them. I've got more. Oh, I've got more stored away. I've also got jumpers and stuff that I couldn't be bothered trekking all the way to try to find them. Oh, I've got my shorts as well. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see him. Sort of hidden away there. But yeah, that's part of it. I've also obviously got the plushies. I've got Mario. Got a slightly tinier Luigi. And I should have. I had another one somewhere. I do have a Yoshi as well, but I don't know where he's gone. And I've also got, keeping with clothes, these have seen a lot better days, so I'm sorry about that, but here are my Mario Vans. They're quite filthy by now. They're a couple of years old. I think these are maybe 4 or 5 years old. And I've tried to kind of clean them up a bit, but the colours run a bit. It's not perfect. But they've got some cool details as well. Good like that. Which I like, so I'm keeping them mainly because they're beautiful. I would love to buy, they were like a limited edition, I would love to buy them again. And then other than that, I've got a lot of these like little knickknacks. Like I've got these scrunchy stress balls and stuff. So it, you know, I've got stuff, and there's more around, but that's basically the gist of it. So I'm gonna move that aside a bit so I can use this area that you're not gonna see. Right. So, oh, we've got some. Sorry, I didn't realise the. Oh my god, we've got a raid! Holy crap! Oh my god, thank you so much. That's so cool. Oh my god, I really didn't expect that. I'm sorry, I'm just like a dumb idiot showing my Mario stuff. But yeah, basically, what I want to do is I did have a cleaning cloth here. Why have I lost my cleaning cloth? Probably because I'm gonna get a new cleaning cloth. God, this is so professional already. God. Oh well. Well, I've got one right here. So basically, I'm just going to show you each bit of my Mario collection one by one. And I'm actually going to see if there is a better way to... If I kind of put you like that, and I'll move you a bit closer. There, so you can see some of them already here. So I've got some amiibos, got some other stuff. Right, so I'm just gonna basically, this is gonna be the rest of the stream. I'm gonna talk about them. You guys can ask questions or just talk about whatever. And yeah, that's it, really. I just kind of wanted to do something, you know, if people wanted to kind of chat or just kind of wanted to show something that's like an interest to me. So I figure we can just start with, we'll start with the amiibos because they're kind of, everyone's seen them, so you can kind of get. So I've got a bunch of them. Not nearly as many as I would have liked to have because when amiibos were kind of a big deal was when I was probably the poorest I've been in my life. So I've only really got a couple of them that I really wanted, and then thankfully some friends of mine bought some for Christmas one year, so I could fill it out a bit. But and these can be a bit tricky to clean actually, because they are, again, like I said, one part of why I love the Amiibos is the same reason why I love a lot of the other models, and it's because the detailing is so great. Like I love all the little stuff with, like here on the back you see the oh come on, find the focus, come on. You can, you know, they've got like little paint splatters on like the tank and everything. Like I love that. I'm all about that stuff. There you go. Oh, it's really cool. So that one's that. I need to separate these so I know which ones are done. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put the done ones over here. So you can see them a bit. Now, Animal Crossing stuff, obviously, because that's very much a topical subject. I have been playing a lot of the Animal Crossing. I mainly like it, but to me personally, I think New Leaf is still the best Animal Crossing. It's kind of hard to tell, obviously, over time. Ralph, we got visits. You want? I dropped something on the floor and he wasn't happy about that. Well, I do like the new Animal Crossing, but I'm kind of bummed that a lot of my favourite characters aren't in there as much. Which one of my favourites is Celeste, who I've always loved. She's only in a seems to not be in there much, which is, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. So we've got more Splatoon here. This one I like again, tons of great. Like I love on the dress there. You can see, come on, you can see like that sparkly effect. Hell yeah. But I think a lot of people have seen these. I'm just going to burn through these pretty quickly. These are mainly just because I store them I stored them all on a shelf above my desk. So I kind of had to do the whole lot of them at the same time. And then we've got more Animal Crossing. So don't worry, like, because I'm dusting off all of this. It is actually going to be. I'm going to clean the table and everything. Yeah, the memes are pretty cool. I love they're so well made, and it really annoys me that they've kind of stopped selling them now. Like they didn't really follow through on it. I don't know if that was just because they didn't sell enough, but the quality of them is so great, particularly if you compare them to a lot of like similar figures. Like it bums me out so much that you can get Funko Pops for certain characters that are also amiibos. Oh, Ralph is playing with stuff. Much easier than you can amiibos. Yeah, I don't get it. And that is not fun to clean that. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do that properly. Yeah, they do still make a couple of amiibos. Like they do come out, but it's mainly for like the bigger games. Like it would be cool to for it to be more regular and for them to just be more available. Like I don't get why they have to be so difficult to find. Or More Animal Crossing here. I got like 2 packs of the Animal Crossing ones a couple of years ago. A friend bought them for me, so I've got quite a few of those. My favourite one being, of course, Mr. Tota KK himself. Got 16 people. Holy crap! Oh my god, that's so weird. Ralph's excited too. Yeah, I'm sure Ralph's a big fan of KK too. Who isn't? Oh, that's got a bit of a back. Should probably have like a little cleaner fluid as well, because some of these are a little bit stained. I'm actually gonna go get one real quick. Because KK was slightly grubbier than I expected him to be. So let's deal with that. I haven't actually unlocked KK in New Horizons yet, so I don't really know what that's like. I always like the New Leaf version where he's sort of half DJ, half singer songwriter. And he just kind of plays in like a coffee shop. I don't know. The coffee shop was in Wild World. Sorry. Yeah, New Leaf was the DJ. God, I keep mixing it. Keep mixing them up. Right, it's looking a lot better now. Cool. Here's another cool one. I think I got this when I bought my Wii U. Because yeah, I did actually buy a Wii U. Which, you know, if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, it's just Ralph needing attention. This isn't going to be fun to clean. Oh my god. Oh yeah, still love the original when he'd show up outside the train station. Yeah, I love that too. Where he was just sitting there. I love how like how understated it was. Like he was just some guy who just kind of, you got the sense that he would sort of hop off. Oh my god, Ralph. Oh, now you don't do it when I put you on blast. Then you're not interested anymore. Honestly, it would probably be a better stream if I just showed you that. You'd probably like that better, honestly. I'll keep cutting back to him. But yeah, no, I did like that in Animal Crossing. It had a very different vibe to it, and then it's kind of like in the new one, there's this big thing of like getting KK to come to your town, and that seems to be like the ultimate goal of like sort of the introductory tasks. Which is, you know, I like how they're switching it up, but there's, you know, something about the simple original that I quite like. Oh my god, this is, Jesus, looking like having to get in all those little nooks. Speaking of Animal Crossing, oh my god, I'm gonna be. I think I've got the worst thing. I should be fine. Have I got? Yeah, got a NES one as well. Should have got another pack. The Smash Bros one. I haven't played Smash Bros for so long. It was never really my game. Like I like the I like how they kind of switched around like the different character models and stuff. So it was always interesting to me. But honestly, like the game itself never really wasn't really my thing. Let's just say. But then again, I'm not like a fighting person. Oh. Exciting stuff is happening just off camera. I apologise. Let's see if I figure out the best way to do this, because I do want you to just actually see what I'm doing. Yes, if I hold it like this. Oh yeah, actually, that's a good point Dappling is making. I have this camera cleaner pen. Good lord, bless you. That's actually really good. I should have thought of that. Oh god. So Ralph has. I just want to. Ralph has been asleep all day until literally 5 minutes before I started doing this. So, and now he's running rampant. Yeah, I actually do. I did used to have like a camera cleaning kit. which I don't believe I do anymore, because I was looking through all my camera stuff just the other day and I didn't see it. That would have been very helpful. But I'm thinking, like, because if it's some dust, like this, my house is very dusty anyway, so it kind of doesn't. It kind of doesn't even matter. Like if I leave a little bit of dust in like the crannies, but I just don't want like grime on them. I should say it's been a while since I cleaned these. It's been years, so I'm not that disgusting. Here we go. Here we've got the boy. I've got the. Funny enough, I've got the Mario one from Smash Bros. And I've got the Luigi one from just the standard Mario collection. I haven't got the other ones, but I do like the Luigi Smash one, but I just haven't bought it. I like this one better. I do love the. Again, I love how the amiibos managed to actually keep the. I have to do like a makeup YouTuber now. Come on. The focus. Come on. There you go. Like I love how it actually matches the renders, the character renders that they put out with the games, pretty much perfectly. Like down to like it has the stitchings under the clothes, like you can see on the back there. Like it has like perfect stitchings. So I love that. I that's my big thing is when it actually does look like you expect a character to look. I generally like if they're off model, like I generally don't care. Like I tend to not buy those ones, even if they're like premium, because I don't know. I want them to look like the characters look, you know. Just gotta have a little bit. He's got Morris, a slightly mucky boy. I've got to clean his hat a bit. I do like this one too. This is the thing I was saying about the. I could actually clean this groin a bit. You can see me. I have to kind of get all the way in there. Get all the way in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, and I do like the how they kind of update the character models a bit, because obviously they're going for more of like a weird semi-photorealistic style, which I quite like, but I still prefer the originals. Okay, so I think most of I've got a couple of amiibos. Oh dear, I dropped something. I've got a Kirby. I should go another Kirby. I might as well show you him while I'm doing. It's not an amiibo. It's just a plain old Kirby. I've got this that I got from like a blind bag, which I think is really cute. I mean, Kirby's is the easiest thing because you just have to make a ball and then put that face on it, and that's all you need to do to get a cute figurine. But they managed to. I dropped a figure over here. And annoyingly, it's one that I really like. It's not an amiibo, but it's also not a Mario, so I might as well give that one. So this is an old school Link one. Let's see if I can focus. 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 Focus! God! Why does this suck so much? It just refuses to. I'm going to try that again. Come on. There we go. Kind of. There we go. Like an old style from like the old NES games 1 and 2. If you want more NSFW, you can do like an upskirt one. Oh dear. It's got orange underwear, but Link of the Ocarina of Time era has green underwear. So there you go. Interesting. So I think we're nearly done with all of the non-Mario specific ones. I've got a couple that I'm just gonna blast through. So I've got this Splatoon one again, cool. Cool in the same way the all the others are. Okay. I tried to give you attention all morning. Come on. Try to give you attention all morning, and you wouldn't have it. So you can keep to yourself for a bit. Oh, here's one of my cooler memes as well. It's Yarn Yoshi, which is very cute. I could probably throw him in the wash. I don't even know if you can. Polyester and fiber. Oh, who knows? But he's not too bad anyway. Oh, got another one. Got a Duck Hunt amiibo. Which again, got so much detail on that it's a pain in the hole to get him. Now, for someone who is like quite a big Nintendo fan, as I am strangely uninterested in Smash Bros. But I honestly think it's just the whole fighting games were never my thing. I'm not good at them, so I don't enjoy playing them. Like you can enjoy playing a lot of games even if you're not good at them, but you can't really play fighting games because you just lose all the time, and eventually everyone else is on so many levels above you that it doesn't even matter. You can't even do anything. Oh, hey, Thunderous Pig is in the chat. Sorry I missed you. So nice for everyone to hop in, by the way. I'm really super pleased. I didn't expect so many people to join. But yeah, feel free to just chit-chat or hang out. I'm doing my amiibos first just because those are much more... People know them a lot more. Like, there's not really much for me to say about them specifically. Although I do love my Shovel Knight, which is... I saw that they released a golden Shovel Knight as well, which I was tempted to buy, but since I've already got this one, I didn't really feel like I needed to have two of like different paint jobs, basically. So I might as well. I'd rather buy a new one. There are a few of the characters that I really do want to have that I still haven't bought. So some left there. Oh, and another Animal Crossing favorite. It's the Talkie Owl. Come on. So normally the autofocus on this, I think, is supposed to be pretty good, and it just won't do it for me. Whatever. Oh, whatever. You know what Blavers looks like. Again, pretty much exactly like the game character model, which I love. Cool. Oh, I've got one more, I think. Oh no, two more. Sorry. First one is Daddy himself, which is this one is also really cool because this one they really get so much detail. I'll show you once I've cleaned them up a bit. Yeah, and it's got a lot of nooks and crannies. Should probably actually kind of soak these. They're a bit more... Got a little bit more stuff going with them where I can't really reach. Might do that actually. Just put them in water to just dissolve all the worst of it. But basically you can see... Like, look at all that. Like, look, you get his... Come on now. Come on. There we go. So you get like his scales and everything. Like, oh, it's super cool. This big dumb face. Ooh, big fan of that. And I think the final one I've got is here. The latest one I bought as well, which is a Young Link one from the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask era. Again, like God, I love these like the creases on his clothes and everything. Kind of see that, yeah, you can see. You can see, yeah, see green underwear, and he switched from orange to green at some point. But yeah, like I love like the motion of it and everything. And again, this is like basically identical to what the character render looks like. So hell yeah. Okay. That's the amiibos. Now it's time for just the Mario stuff, which is my favorite bit. So I'm gonna go through these. I don't know. Do you have like an order you want me to do? Like, should I do like my personal preference or size or something? I'm thinking maybe size and kind of go out on like the bigger ones. Might not be a bad idea. So if we start with size, I had to start with the smallest one I've got, and this is really not gonna like this one, but that is my tiniest one. You can see like compared to my finger how small that is. You can see how absolutely rotten it is. Well, that one is a bit. I'll have to take Mario off it for a sec. Base. You can see just how teeny tiny he is. But for such a small one, if it will show. For such a small one, again, a lot of good detail on that. His overalls look fine. Like they even get like his face right. And that was what I loved about it. It was so small and he still had such attention to detail, which is great. That is what I love to see. Hush. And that's looking a lot better too. Then we've got a couple of other small ones. I got this one that I bought. I bought one of those safes, like puzzle safes, because it was advertised as having a Mario figurine inside it. So I bought the safe for it. The safe wouldn't work, so I couldn't actually get into it to get the figurine, because I was just gonna like give the safe away or something, because I just wanted the figurine. But the safe wouldn't actually open, so I couldn't get the figure. So I had to break it. It was like a plastic cube. And I literally had to smash it to pieces to get to the Mario figurine. And when I did find this pretty damn good Mario figurine, which unfortunately can't stand up because it doesn't have a base. The reason why it doesn't have a base is because it's the exact same model as this Mario figurine that's meant to go on a necklace that I already owned. So I've got a double of them now. There you can see they're identical. They're the exact same. Down to every single detail, they're the exact same. The only difference is that one of them has that thing, and you can even see on there, it's got like a little dimple where it's meant to go. So I assume that whoever made that just had a stock of these and took that off and filled it in or something. I don't know. So it was a bit of a rip off. I paid like 10 quid for that, but that's me being an idiot too. So. So, you know, but I still like it. I don't know what, I kind of want to do something with it, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like paint it or something, like, I don't know, I'll figure something out. The necklace I did buy at last year's Comic-Con here in Birmingham. This year's was sadly postponed, obviously, but hopefully I'll get some new stuff then. Then I got these other lights. These aren't as good quality as I would like them to be, but I bought these for so cheap. So this is like a set of 3. If I can find the third one as well. It's here somewhere. Oh, here. So it's a set of 3. You've got a basic standing one. Come on. Really doesn't like me. Holy crap. Well, it likes me because it wants me to be in focus. I'm looking behind the camera because I can see it on the screen there, so I can. I'm actually gonna do the thing again. Oh god! I'm sorry if you were expecting anything like functional or professional in this, then I'm sorry. But you know it. It's like a basic Mario one. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Maybe I'll. There we kind of go, kind of. Well, it's not great anyway. Like, it's not bad, I wouldn't say. But it's just... They haven't really nailed the proportions. There's no detailing. Like, it's just plain paint. The face is okay. Like, I think if the face looked worse, I wouldn't have gone for it. But I bought these 3 for £1, all in all, at a sale. They were meant to cost 15 quid for the 3 of them. And if I'd paid that, I would have been angry at how poor the quality was. But I just saw them in a sale and I thought like, what the hell? They'll fill out the collection. That one's not too bad. Like, I think that one's probably the best of the lot. But you can see on his overalls, there's like basically no detailing whatsoever. It's just like a flat surface where you would be able to see that. Yeah, I know. Horrible. But at least the face you can kind of see is okay. Like they've molded that all right, but it just doesn't look 100% right. But I was fine with it for the price, and that's basically just the same one, but it's just got like the Fire Mario paint on it. So not terrible, but not great either. Not my favorite. What I do love, on the other hand, these are two figures, and these are really common actually, but I really love them. Partly because the quality on them are great, they're really well made, and they've also got interesting poses, which I like. So this one's the Mario one. So I've got a Mario and a Luigi one in this style. So if I can actually, so you can see it in the light a bit better. Come on. Well, I like this pose anyway. I think the pose is unusual for Mario. It's got like this kind of one leg forward. Because like it's the punch in the air and that's the one thing, but it's like a minor version of that. I just love and the only thing about this is it's got on his back, it's got all of the information manufactured by Jakks Pacific, and he kind of I would have liked his ass to have not been branded like that, but the actual ass itself is very well molded, so I'll give it that. And it's really well made. I think it's slightly articulated, but I don't really want to check too hard. But I love that. That one's actually a favourite of mine. And Luigi one, again, kind of half standard-ish pose for him, but I just like that it's got that little bend of the leg. It's a cool... Come on. The people need to see. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of see there. But again, paint job's good, face looks great. It's what I want out of a Mario figure. I would love if they made these. A bigger size, so a couple of inches bigger, that would have been awesome. But again, he's got the ass branding on there. You see that? Oh well. You've seen it before. Next up. Oh, actually, I skipped this size-wise, but this is actually a big favourite of mine. This is actually, despite this being one of the smaller ones I've got, it's one of the most expensive ones I've bought. The reason for that is because this was released in what I believe are called Furta eggs, which is it seems to be Japanese Kinder eggs, sort of. And I'm going to show you this one that I bought specifically because this was the limited edition version. And it's Mario in his boxer shorts, as seen in Super Mario Odyssey. You can if I move closer, maybe I can hold it a bit more steady. There we go. And again, detail job on this is amazing. He hasn't got shit on his ass, but he does have his nips. Again, modelling is fantastic. I love the paint, it's beautiful. And for something that you'd get in like a chocolate egg, that's really good. And he's actually pretty new, so I don't even need to clean them really. But that one is a favourite of mine. And I did actually spend, I think, £20 on that with shipping to get it. But it was the only one that I could find that was selling it separately, and I didn't really want to buy. I do love that the Furta characters are actually really great, a lot of them, and I do kind of want to buy a collection, but I specifically wanted this because it was my favourite one, so I kind of had to have it. But they are really cool, and you can buy wholesale £40, £50 for a full set. I really do want to do that. And I'll show you the Mario necklace. I actually got a Luigi keyring too, which is a fire Luigi one, which I also like. It's got the little fireball and everything, which is cool. This one's got kind of a little bit of a dumb face, but he was cheap as well. I bought them at the same time. You can see the eyes are looking a little bit weird, but it's fine, and I like it. I like the actual model for it. So cool. Hope everyone's doing okay. By the way, thank you for. There's 15 people. Jesus Christ. Oh God, I didn't even expect that. Actually, I missed one of my amiibos. I realised now he's hiding. Kix was hiding. I haven't seen Kix in New Horizons. I do like Kix a lot actually, and I do hope he comes back because I'd be ashamed for him to not be in the game. He's got this just style. Look at him. Hell yeah. Wish I could pull that off. We've got a teeny tiny boy. It's a little shy guy, which I can't even remember I bought him. I think he might have been. He might have been from a charity shop actually. But I'm struggling to remember now. But I think I might have bought him at a charity shop because a lot of these I do just find in charity shops or thrift stores, as North Americans would say. And I know that thrift stores and charity shops aren't exactly the same, but you know, they fill basically the same purpose. Next, we've got a Lakitu. I'm never 100% sure. But again, I like that get the little cloud on there, and he's got a little base too, which is nice. And he's also a bit grubby, so let's. Hello, Judangan. Sorry, I've never said that nickname out loud. Hello. So nice to see you pop in. I'm just cleaning my. What I'll do is if people, I'm going to put this video up later. So if someone does want to see what they've missed or something, then you know, if you want to do that, you will be able to. But I'll also do like a last kind of little shot of like my favorites at the end of it as well. So we've got for those who came in late. But thank you for coming in at all. Like, this is so cool. I really wasn't expecting so many. What? I wasn't expecting so many people to come in, but it's clear that Ralph's the real star here, as he's trying to focus pull off me. We've actually haven't got a ton left now. We got the bigger ones. This one I got from my friend and colleague Sue for Christmas a couple of years ago. Baby, you can get okay. Well, if you know what. If you want attention, you're gonna get attention. Yes. No. You can't escape now. No. You made your bed. Right, so we're taking a bit of a Ralph break. Do you want me to clean you? Oh yeah, you do stink. Stinky boy. Stinky boy. Okay. I'll just keep him away for a while. Yeah, got this cool little figurine. And again, I actually do really like, they've got the head really good. Like, this is like a really good oh come on, I feel like if I move it so it's more in the light, it's gonna focus better. But no, I was wrong. There we go. You can kind of see the head is actually really good. It's very dusty there, but it's actually a good looking figure. Like, I really like that. Him very vocal boy. Oh god, you have no idea. This is nothing. That what you just saw there, that is just an aperitif of the Ralph experience, which is mainly screams and poops. Two things that he's very serious about and getting very good at. This might also be one that I have to sort of do a deeper clean of when I'm off camera. But yeah, I might have to do that. Spend a bit more time on that later. Then we've got... Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a really good amiibo, actually. But it ties into what we were doing. Because it's Mario's Wedding amiibo. I did want to get all three of them, because they do come in a triple set. Could you please... There we go. They do come in a triple set where you can get a Peach and a Bowser, and you can kind of put them next to each other. I was only able to buy this one. It was the one I wanted the most, but I do also want to have the trio, but they're hard to come by, sadly. But I do love this one. I love like the silvery, You can see like he's got a silvery shimmer, and again the motion, like how it flips up at the back there. It's really cool. It's just like you can see like his suit kind of pops up like that. And you got like the texturing on his hat. Oh, it's just cool. It's cool. It's cool. This is cool. This is what cool people do. This is, speaking of charity shops, I found this at a charity shop in Sweden, funnily enough. One of my siblings found it. Now this is one of those things where you can tell that I believe that this is a McDonald's thing, 2016, and you can tell because from that angle it looks pretty good, and then you've got the screws on that side. But if you put it like that, it looks pretty good, and it's actually a very well done model. The McDonald's Mario ones are also pretty uniformly good. The thing about this is, I bought this, and I'm not sure if this is broken. But it's got like a little, you can see there, you can kind of do that, but it doesn't do anything. Like, there's nothing on the bottom, there are no lights. I'm not sure what that's meant to do. I've never figured that out, but it was very cheap and I like it. Also found in a charity shop was this, the same one actually, this little peach. Please show yourself. Can you please, Peach? Doesn't like that. There you go. You can kind of see her. It's got like a little on the background there. You can see it's got like a holographic action going. This one, it's got wheels, so you can rotate it like that. Which is, I don't know, it's a weird one, like, but I do like the model is really cool. I like the background, and I also like that it actually has got like a little cutouts at the back, which is a nice little touch. I like nice little touches. Right, we've got a couple left now. These ones, actually, let's do another peach one. Another key ring as well. It's basically the same. Like what I find about the peach ones is that they're all very similar. They don't really do figures of different poses and stuff. They're all very kind of basic, which is a shame. I would love for them to make figurines based on these sports games, and I do know that there is one line of them that have been made in Japan I think it's Mario Sports Mix. It's one of the games, one of the sports games, where they do have figures of those renders, because the Peach and Daisy renders on those are usually pretty cool, but they just haven't bothered making them into toys, which is a shame. So the Peach ones are usually quite boring. This one I'm also not a huge fan of the way that the face is painted, because it just looks kind of it's got a bit of a staring into your soul kind of feeling to it. Some of my favourite figures, some of the nicest ones, are these, I believe these are made by, they're either Jakks Pacific, which is one company that makes a lot of Mario toys, or World of Nintendo. And I actually can't remember which one it is, so let's see if I can find a trace on it. But they made two lines of Mario figures, one retro and one new style. And this is one from the new style. Here is Fire Mario, because I love the detailing on this. Like it's an identical. Get that horrible thing off his face. It's an identical version of the actual render with everything down to like the stitchings on his overalls. It's just a beautiful one. This one is meant to have a base, and you can tell why he's meant to have a base, because he's supposed to have something poking into his butt. But that thing broke as I tried to assemble it. So he's just got a gaping hole right there. So I'll have to kind of prop him up a little bit, put some blue tack on one of his shoes. The one where the base did work, it's probably one of the grossest ones I've got. Let me just dust that off real quick. Is this one. So you can see how that does look. It looks how it looks. Let's just say that. Let me see if I can. That's what. Yep. If we ignore that for a moment, you can see the model itself. It's very faithful. Yeah, really good model. I love that. And I love the paintwork on it as well. The wholest of the uses. shush! I won't tolerate any kind of filth. I mean, apart from when I compared the underwear of the two of my Link models, there's no filth going on in here. This is pure science. For rational people. This is a rational stream. For rationals. So none of that. None of that. Good lord. Goodness me. Y'all need Jesus. But yes. Another one who, from the same series, and tying into the first one we saw before, is this Luigi one. And unfortunately, because of the pose they've used, that looks even worse. So there's this wonderful... Oh my god! Casey's on the stream. Holy... Oh, I'm starstruck now. Holy... Oh my god. Whew. Whew. Here I'm talking about Luigi's having a pole up his butt, and then Casey jumps in. That's amazing. Thank you so much. But yeah, it does look like he's got a thing up his butt. I'm sorry, I can't... That's what it looks like, okay? I see this every day. I can't do anything about that. It's just the way it is. I paid money for that. Say hi to the doglet. Get some dogger time in. Oh, thank you so much. That means so much. I'm actually, whew, I'm shivering and shaking now. Please go follow Casey if you aren't already. She is great. Next up, I've got... Oh, this is one I bought really recently, actually. This is a cool one. We've got a Star Power Mario, and it actually comes with... it comes with this star, but you can't actually put it on the models. You've just kind of got to put it next to him. Like, you can't hold it or anything. But I do love, like, the kind of lacquer they're giving him. I don't even know if you can kind of see that. Oh, yeah, you can, sort of. Oh, Kiki! Bork! Oh, I was gonna... Oh, I could have shown you Ralph, unfortunately. My kitty, but he got angry when I antagonized him. So yeah, that was... I do like that one. I bought that one. That's the most recent one I bought. But you can't really see, like, it's got like a cool iridescent thing going on. I bought that at the same time as I bought this one, which is an Odyssey one, as you can tell, because you've got the more realistic hair, the more realistic denim sort of texture on his overalls. So these ones, and you've got like a little cappy one as well. You can't really put it on him, like kinda, but not really. Like it won't really stay on. But you got it, and it's a nice little... I do actually really like the... I should say it actually, I do have this as well. I didn't show that before, but I've got the art book where they show a ton of stuff where they did a new Mario design, and they decided like how the texturing was going to look and all that, and it's super cool. It's super cool if you're a cool person like me who cares about that. We've actually just got a couple left to go now, so I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 9 left to go, so I'm going to try to get through these. This one I bought from a charity shop for 50p, and it's a really, really nice one. I think this is a McDonald's one as well. Yeah, it is. 2013 McDonald's one. I do love this one. Take care. Thank you so much for popping in. Oh my god, I got a Bork from Kiki. That's so cool. Oh, my day's made. Yeah, I do love this one. I really like it. I love the proportions are just right. It's an interesting pose. He's got one screw on his back, but otherwise it's a really good... Like, I just love like the body proportions on these. Like the best ones, like these ones that I was showing before. Like you get like this cool like all the curves of their bodies and everything. It's just so right. And the Luigi one is also very good. It's a more standard pose, but that's from the same line. The weird one for him though is that he's got like a weird bit of plastic. I don't even know if you can see that, but between his legs, can you see there? And I think that's just like... I don't think that's a manufacturing error, but it's weird that he's got it and Mario doesn't. Like Mario's just normal. I don't know. It's a weird one, but it's a nice enough figure. I prefer the Mario one on that. I think they probably spend a little bit more energy on that. Here's another one that's articulated, like the other two before. You can kind of bend the leg, bend the arms. You're supposed to rotate the head, but you can only really like rotate it like that. There's not a lot happening there. Used to have that on my desk for a long time, but I do like that one too. I'm not as big on the articulation one because I feel like it busts the model a little bit because they have to do that. But this one is one of the nicer ones I've seen, so I like that nonetheless. These two, we've got another matching pair here. These two are very heavy. I think these are meant to be paperweights. It doesn't say that when you buy them, but that base is very heavy. That's very, very solid. Luigi's legs are longer. Oh, maybe actually, and they're slightly. Yeah, actually, if you compare them, if I put them, where did I even put them now? There. Yeah, if you do compare them, they're longer. Like they're longer, but they're thinner as well. So yeah, I think you're right there. Because the Luigi is meant to be taller than Mario, but I guess both figures have to be the same height, so it's proportionally smaller than like life size, I suppose. Yeah, actually, no, I think that's probably right. But here's a similar model which I like. This one he's very thin in this one. Sort of a pet peeve of mine is when people say that Luigi is thin because he's just slimmer and taller than Mario, but he's not actually meant to be thin. But he's as thin as he's been on this one. But I like that figure a lot. I think the base does a lot for it, honestly. I think it's a nice little thing. But I do prefer this one, which is the Mario version. Cool pose. I like he's got like the other ones that I've got are mainly just him being cheery and happy, and this one's got more of that kind of attitude look, like the little smirk, which it's nice to have that little. Come on, pick it up. You to the light. Oh well, but there you can kind of see him. But yeah, it just got a lot of nice detail on that as well. It's a little bit like the paint's a little bit chunky there. You can see like around the arms, sort of. Yeah, kind of. But I think the weight does a lot to make it feel more substantial, which I like. Now we come to like the 4 last ones. We have come almost to the end, and these ones are the big ones. So the first one is this one, which also got a base, but for a very different reason. This is a cool model. Again, I like it, but it's very plasticky. You can hear me tapping, and that's because it's a light. It's got a little light source in his belly and in his head. So you get kind of like where the legs don't light up, but his stomach and his face does. But it's a nice little thing. I like that a lot. And actually, that was pretty cheap. I bought it for like £10, and even though the model itself it's really good. Like I really like that just as on its own. Then we've got a slightly bigger one. This one, the model itself is pretty basic. I like it. They've gone for the more modern, the more modern design, where he's got like a much bigger head than like proportionate to his body. But the main thing about this one, what I like, is not to do with the model itself, but because what is on it, which is Charles Martinet's autograph, which I got last year at Comic-Con. He wrote his name, I believe, and he drew a little Mario thing, which I love, like you can see there. And he also, because most of the autographs were like £30, so it was quite expensive. And most people would get a print, like he had like prints that he would sign, but I just wanted to sign this. And he was like, "Oh, but you sure like that? Because are you sure you don't want me to do something else?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine. That's all I wanted." But then he actually did he wrote "woohoo" on his shoes. Just a nice little touch. So I appreciate that. He seemed to be a very nice man, and I've subsequently read that he is like a wonderful man that everyone loves. Now we got the two big ones. This one is probably my favorite of the whole thing. This is meant to be a DS holder. As you can see, I'm actually going to move the camera down a little bit so you can see in all its glory. So this is meant to be a DS holder, but it actually can hold my phone as well, which is super handy. But mainly I love this one because it's just got... I love the size. I think it's a perfect size. I like the detailing. I love the modelling. I love that even like the mouth. It's actually a mouth. You can actually... it's a small thing, but I do actually really like it. And this one's also got the most detailed butt of any of these figures. Look, they've actually like really... They've clearly spent time on getting that Mario ass just right, and I appreciate their efforts. Thank you so much. But that's a wonderful one. I have that on my desk, and I can usually put my phone in there if I need to like read something while I'm looking on my screen or whatever. So that's a big favorite of mine. And actually it wasn't that dirty. Like I think I just needed to do the... Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And at that point I think we've come to the end of the road, because it's time for the last one. I'm actually gonna have to push you back a little bit, because it's time for the big boy, who's also got articulation. And his legs kind of do. You can kind of twist them. I'm not sure why. That's a weird one. But yeah, that's a big chunky boy. Huge. And he's gonna need a bit of a clean. This one is one of the cheaper ones I bought. I bought this for £30 comparative to what you'd expect it to be. So this is half the price of the Luigi's Mansion one that I bought. It's very, very cheap. I think they were just clearing the stock. I got really lucky and I had to buy it because it is gorgeous. Again, it's like they've not gone for like hyper detail on this, but you can still see they've got all the stitching here. The face looks really, really good, like it's painted beautifully, and it's like a nice solid kind of... Oh, and it's so hefty and wonderful, and I love it. I'm just gonna give him a bit of a touch up. I'm actually gonna... Where did I put mine? There we go. Just gonna give... He's got a little bit of grimy grimes on him. So, it's gonna clean your shoes. Shine your shoes, sir. Oh yeah. So it's this is sort of the centerpiece, just because of the size. Honestly, it's like it's an impressive sort of thing that just pulls the whole collection together. Really, like it's not. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I love it, and I'm very happy I got it for such a good price. I think nowadays it's not as expensive as it used to be when you find it, but you're still probably paying about twice as much as I paid for mine. So I'm very happy with that too. For me, it's like I collect the things I like. Like I have this collection, but I'm not just gonna buy stuff to fill out the collection generally, unless I can get something for like basically nothing. Like I was mentioning those figures before, they were really cheap. But like on the whole, really, I do want to kind of make a point to just buy ones that actually do interest me and excite me. I don't just want to hoard, because I think it's easy to do, and then you just kind of like the nice ones you have, they just kind of, I don't know, they just kind of get lost in the crowd a little bit. He's got quite mucky arms, so we've got to dig into that. But yeah, I think once this is done, that's this over really. Just gonna have to pull you out a bit, bro. So once that, then we'll go through the whole thing. So what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to clean my shelf. Not on camera, because there's nothing fun about that. I don't know if there was anything fun about this. But I will do that, and then I will put on my various social medias a picture of what it looked like when it was done. Oh god, that was really bad. And the palm of your hand, you gotta wash your hands, Mario. Haven't you been listening lately? It's important. But I think that's looking a lot better now. Yeah. I can probably do a more detailed job on that, but there we go. So that's him done, and that's the whole collection done. Whew. Good lord. Right, well, I think that's basically it. Actually, there's one thing, and it is basically off topic, but I did actually want to show you this because this is another one that I ordered a while ago. Notice it's got a bit on his cap. I'd ordered this another while ago. This has nothing to do with Nintendo, but it is a model. It's a figurine that I bought, and I just kind of wanted to show you to you because I think this is one of my favorite figurines. Partly because the detail is great, but also because it's one of the most, I would say, dangerous things that I've ever seen. I'm just going to be really quick to show this to you. So this is. This is my Tinkerbell figurine, which I really like because I am a big fan of for some reason Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. The reason I bought this is because I think the modelling is great on this. I love it. It's a great little figure, and I managed to get this for really cheap. Again, like stock clearance. I think I bought this for like 20 quid. It's meant to be like 3 times that, but. What I realized is that this is so dangerous because every single part of this is so sharp. First, you've got these coming to a knife's point wings. Even her hair has got like a really dangerous little knife. Her fingers are really sharp. Her skirt is really sharp. Like it's really hard plastic. But particularly the bottom bit, which is just nothing but sharp edges. And like, it actually, like, because you have to assemble this a little bit, and actually, like, I scratched myself several times because it's just, all of this is just knives, like little tiny hard plastic knives. And I just kind of wanted to show you that, partly because it's a cool thing, but also because don't buy this for your kids if you don't want them to slice their fingers up. Because it is very hazardous, so please be careful. But I think with that, honestly, I'm sweating now, and I'm all covered in dust. But thank you so much. I'm just gonna check out what the channel. We've dropped a couple of people have dropped out, but we had like 30 people there for a while. God, thank you so much. Didn't expect that. But that's me done. I think I've been going for what, like I'm looking now, over an hour. Wow. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had some enjoyment of this, and I hope you have a pleasant next week. If you're working or if you're still quarantining or whatever, then me and my boy hope that you have a pleasant time. Right, bye bye. I'm gonna go turn the stream off now. I don't have a cool finishing thing. I'm gonna wave. Keep waving. Bye.